for you because I love you so much. Hi my loves. How are you? I hope you're good. My name is Caroline Kihugu and this is Carol on my Move YouTube channel. Let me change you that angle. I was saying my name is Caroline Kihugu and this is Carol on the Move YouTube channel. And okay, first of all, this is my outfit of the day. I have the mommy jeans. I had a mommy jeans, the name coat, and what do you call it? A body what? Anyway, I don't remember its name, but yeah, that was my fit for today. And let me do a little haul with you. Okay, I'm almost done with this milk. I love this milk, this flavored milk. I love it so much. And a rose for you because I love you so much. Actually, we have them planted outside our plot, so I thought of getting this rose for you because you're my roses, you're my loves, you're my heroes, you're my everything. That one I didn't buy. I got this air freshener. It was going for, can I remember? I don't know. And I did my shopping today at Carrefour. It's the first time getting to Carrefour or buying anything from Carrefour. I got this body wash, Yebu antibacterial, emotional extra care, moisturizer, paraben free. I don't know what that is. Body wash. I bought it because it was written antibacterial. And I don't know if you remember the last time I told you that I was scratching my body and I was told to change to Dettol. And I thought of trying this because it was written antibacterial. And it also smells so good. It smells so good. I'm out of soap. I thought I had more Dettol soaps, but today I tried looking for one and I had to bathe with a bar soap. Imagine. I got this Wasman body lotion. Please try these female pads. In case you're having problems with your pads, please try them. I'm using the the female sanitary pads Maxi V because I usually have a heavy flow. My sister would be ashamed of me for saying that, heavy flow. But I don't think menstrual period is something to be ashamed of. These are socks and I got them at the streets of Moranga. The ankle socks were going for 50 shillings and the longer socks, Nike, were going for 80 shillings. And the Nebu, is it Nebu or Mayebu? Yenbu, yeah. Antibacterial soap was going for, where is it? It was going for 359 and it is 500 ml. If you are trying to do body wash, like I'm trying to be using the body wash, I'm used to lotions. No, I'm used to the soaps. I want to try the body wash. I got hangers. Each was going for 83. Yeah, each was going for 140. I thought it was 83. It was written 83. I don't know, but there are 6 of them. The 3 of them were going for 140. Another 140, and I got 6 of them. At least I need to hang my clothes. I got the vinegar. I got 700 ml, which was going for 86 bob. And I use vinegar to wash my fruits. And for those of you who like salad, especially the cabbage salad, vinegar is so sweet. It's so good. It adds flavor to your salads. Okay, I love the lemon tea. I didn't get the one I usually get, but I got this bigger pack. It has 50 pieces and it was going for 210. I love lemon tea. Yeah, I got 2 of these. Like I told you, I love these flavored milk, Brookside flavored milk. I love them so much. I'm trying to take fat free. I wanted to take the lactose free, but it was quite pricey. Oh, not that pricey because the difference was not much, but I think my budget was not that good. So I got this one. I'm going to try it. I've never tried it before. I'll try it and see. I'ma know how it tastes. I also got the maziwa mala, the maziwa lala sweetened. It is 100 grams maziwa mala. 100 grams going for 175. And now, okay, wait. I also got the Mumias sugar, and at Carrefour it was going for 158. I think it's quite cheaper than where I buy here. Anyway, the reason as to why I was going to Carrefour is because I wanted to get different flavors of noodles, and I'll let you know why I'm getting these flavors. I got one Kelo is something of the sort, and it is an Egypt brand. Kelo is ama Kelongs. This one was going for 41 bob. It is an Egypt brand. This one is still Kelongs. The other one was, this one is Jumbo, and this one is fried noodles. These are both Egypt brands. This one is mushroom flavor, and it's Coca Orient instant noodles. It is, oh, this one is a Singapore brand, and this one, yeah, the both of them. Actually, this one is Coca prawn flavor, and this one is Coca mushroom flavor. They are both from Singapore. And I still have, okay, I have Indomie. I didn't get them today. I have Indomie. That one, I think it's an Indonesia brand, but that's what we use here in Kenya most. The other brand I got, okay, I didn't get more brands, but I'll have to get more brands for something I want to do with you here online, but I'll let you know once it's here, once I'm ready to do it. That's the reason I was going to Carrefour, because I knew they will have like different flavors, and they had different flavors, only that I didn't have like enough money to get all the flavors, because there was one that was going for 303, 400, 500, very different flavors. So once I buy them, because I'm sure to get it by the end of the week, I'll let you know what I want to do with the different flavors of noodles. So stay tuned, I'll let you know. Bye. And here's your flower, so don't forget it. You're so precious to me, and I love you so much. For a while now, I've planned to come to Kisumu, and finally I found myself there. I used the Green Line bus, and we left Nairobi at around 10:30 at night, and we arrived at around 11:30 in the morning. I had to wait at the Green Line booking office so that it was kind of bright, and at least that way I'll know where I'm going. A friend of mine advised me to go to Deacon's guest house. That's where I've been spending the few days I'm here, and I used a bike to the Deacons Hotel. I'm at the Deacons guest house, sorry, and it was quite cheap actually. It was around 1,000 bob, $10, nine to $10. So yeah, and it was a nice place. That's in downtown. Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're good. Today is on Thursday, and I'm at Kisumu. I arrived here this morning. I came by a bus, Green Line, yeah, something of the sort. And first of all, I decided to get somewhere to sleep because I was so sleepy. I didn't sleep very well. You know, it's always hard sleeping while you're traveling to a new place on your own and you don't know the place. And also I was worried because I forgot my charger and my phone was like almost dead because it was 5% since I left Nairobi. God willing, I was hoping it will not go off, so I didn't use it and I didn't record throughout the journey, but it was just an okay ride. I think the next time I'll book easy coach because the bus that I was using was kind of small, like the distance between one couch, one chair to the next. What are they called? Yeah, so the next time I'll prefer maybe using easy coach. It was a bit pricier than the green line because I think the green coach were charging 17 something on the app, but the green line was charging 1,500. So I think going back I might use easy coach in case I don't use the flight, because I think the flight from this place to Nairobi is around 50 minutes or so. But coming with the matatu the bus, I think we took almost 10 hours because we left there at 10 and I arrived here at 5 something, almost 5:30. So you can imagine if I use the flight, the aeroplane, yeah, I'll be here earlier. I was considering that, but we'll see. For now, I think of going around and maybe see how beautiful Kisumu is. First of all, I've ordered some lunch online, so that's what I'm waiting for, and probably go check out the lake, but we'll see. There is nothing much to see here, but I know I need to work harder so that next time I can afford a better place whenever I go out on a vacation. But it was good enough. Something I've loved about Kisumu is how neat the place is and how organized the place is. I think Prof is doing a better job, a good job as a governor. And later on, I went to Creamy Inn, Pizza Inn, Chicken Inn, and got myself some ice cream and a burger. I actually don't like the Chicken Inn burgers, but anyway, that's what I had. I've always loved the Magunas ones. In case you try next time, please do. They're so good. I don't like the Chicken Inn, but we had that. Anyway, later on I went to Dunga Hill Camp, and by the time I was getting there were no people, actually there were no guests. I was actually among the first to go there, but it was a very nice place. I even forgot that I'm alone. The breeze was okay. Actually, it was so beautiful and so calming to a point that I forgot I was alone. And it felt so good to be by water
and it felt like all my stress and everything went away with that water and that wind. Anyway, I'm just blabbing at this moment. But yep, I also got into the boat. They were charging, no, actually they charged us around 1,000 bob for I think 15 minutes. But in case you are not a local, they charge around 3,500. That is $35 or less. But the place was okay. Maybe next time I need to come back here and come with a better budget and enjoy most of these things. I was told not to go out of Kisumu without eating fish, but at the moment I think I had already spent too much to a point that I didn't want to overspend anymore. But yep, it was a beautiful place. I later on went to the market. I didn't show that, I didn't record that, but I got a bag because my bag, the one I carried to this place, had some issues, so I decided to get a bag. And yep, that was it. It was a very beautiful day to a point that I even forgot that I was alone. I think I need to make more of these trips, no matter the situation, whether I'm alone or not, because at the end of the day, if I don't take myself to these places, then I'm waiting for no one to take me there. So yep, I need to work harder and enjoy most of these places, most of these things, because they were built for us. The floating things are actually a project where they do fish farming around this place, and it is a community thing where they join as a community. I don't know if you can see the house, that is a soldier's house. Anyway, they come in as a community and ask for funds. I was told most of these things were funded by the Equity Bank. So they come in as a community, they join, they seek for funds, then they start fishing, they start farming fish. And we were told the difference between the fish we eat at the market is those ones that are black are actually fish farmed in those two floating things, and those ones that are more white are just the freelance ones. So it's actually a good project for them and for the people living around this place, the lakeside. And yeah, I was actually wondering, how does a soldier man this place? They told us that they even have CCTVs to take care of this project, ama to watch over the project, which was so actually it was eye-opening, because most of the time we just have excuses. Well, there's a lot of resources around us to make money, and they're just giving excuses for not wanting to do them. And for these boats with those things, those clothes, those are just fishermen going, coming back from fishing, because I think they fish at night. Now they're actually coming back after doing the fishing. So yep. The white coffee and naan bread for breakfast today.
Hi guys, it's been a journey, but I'm finally home. Actually, this is the bag I bought in Kisumu. I think I mentioned that before. And well, I'm so tired. I'm extremely tired. So I think I'm just going to end this vlog. It's been a good couple of days, and to be honest, that was a trip that was really needed, because at some time I felt like my brain and my body was giving up on me. So me going there felt like it was a trip very much needed. Anyway, there are things that I've learned going to Kisumu, and especially being a solo trip, going to an unknown place, very many miles away on my own. To be honest, I was scared. I was second guessing myself, and I'm glad I did go. I'm glad I went. It was okay. I think in this age and era where people are very busy, we need to make it a habit of doing things whenever we need to do them. Like, if you want to travel, please go. It doesn't matter whether you have somebody to go with or not, because at the end of the day, everybody is so busy. At the end of the day, we are adults and our timetable is quite different. So if you feel like going somewhere, please go. If you feel like doing something, please do. The only challenge about going to an unknown place alone is sometimes you end up being exploited on some things, especially in terms of fees. Because tell me why I was charged 1,000 bob for a boat ride, something that a local would pay 200 or 500 bob. Anyway, I was just new and I learned that, because life happens, and yeah, that's the only challenge, by the way. The challenge of maybe communication barrier as well, because sometimes you go to an area and people do not understand the language you're speaking, then it is kind of tough to communicate. But luckily for me, people in Kisumu either talk Lolo, English, or Swahili, and most of the people I met were either speaking in English or Swahili, apart from one guy who spoke to me in Kamba and others who spoke to me in Dolo. And most of the time I understood, because they were either asking me if I'm going. Because, for example, I went there on Thursday. I arrived there on Thursday in the morning, and I was working for the better part of the morning from my room. Then the rest of the day, actually, I just slept. I just moved out to go to the shop because I also forgot my charger. And on Friday, that's the day I decided to go to the beach. And I went to Dunga Hill Camp, and I just liked it because it was kind of calm. It was not overrated. I just realized that everybody goes to Dunga Beach. That is why it is so hyped. A fish that goes for around 200 or 300, at Dunga Beach you'll probably buy it for 800. That's around $8, which is not even worth it. But if you go to Hill Camp, things are a bit cheaper. But on their drinks, they were kind of overpriced, because tell me why I would get a Del Monte for 520, well, here we get it for 300, 350. Anyway, that is exploitation as well. But anyway, if you decide to go now. Just know that, do your research well, because sometimes you'll be charged more because you're not from the same area, or because you do not speak like them. Also, I think because I was kind of bright, I don't know if people in Kisumu are not light skin. That one I did not understand. But whenever I told the Makanga is a tan boy here in Kenya, whenever I told a tan boy that I want to go to Kisumu, they were like, wewe unanichezea. you're playing with me. And I asked them why, and the person told me it's because of my color. So I did not understand if there are no lighter people in Kisumu. Please comment below, I wanna know. Anyway, I think I've talked too much. The whole experience I got out of this place, out of Kisumu, is please do that whatever you wanna do. If you want to start a business today, please start it. If you wanna go travel, please go. You don't have to have a whole lot of people supporting you. Just go, just do it. Secondly, me going to Kisumu, it was like an eye-opening, because sometimes you stay in the same place for too long and you get comfortable. So for me, going to Kisumu, and especially that Kisumu is so neat. Prof, you need to give us the secret, because Kisumu is extremely neat. And something else I learned about Kisumu is how organized the place is. Like whenever you go to one street, they are full of banks. Another street is full of clothes. Another street is, and I was like, wow, that place is so organized. The only place that is quite disorganized is the upper town, number was it called, or what town? The area with matatus, because it was kind of dirty and the sewage was not okay. Please, in case you ever watch this video, which I doubt, but in case, Prof, you need to do something about the area near Green Line booking office, because the sewage is on the road just opposite police line. Yeah, that place is filthy. And the area where there are matatus going to Kisii and all other places, that is the only place that I saw that was that. Any other place in Kisumu was kind of neat. It was a place that I admired, and actually I liked it because it is so hard to get lost in Kisumu town. That is if you are careful enough and if you don't panic, because tell me why I went round yesterday and today morning and I just found myself in the same place. As in, I didn't even have to ask anybody for directions today and yesterday. I just found my way. But maybe it's because of the area I went. Anyway, I'm blabbing too much at this point. What else did I want to say? Oh, I wanted to say that you don't need a whole lot of money to go on that vacation. Sometimes you just need to save a little bit more, because I used like, how much? From Murang'a to Nairobi, I used 300. From Nairobi to Kisumu, I used the Green Line, which was not the best option. Please next time. But okay, let me not tell you not to take the Green Line. But if you wanna go a bit faster, maybe use the smaller shuttles or the cabs. But anyway, I used 1500 from Nairobi to Kisumu with Green Line. But if in case you want to use a bus, I would prefer Easy Coach. But the cabs are much faster, because coming back from Kisumu to town, I used Samba cabs, and actually they were a bit faster, because I think we spent like 6 hours and it will be around 5 hours because there was a jam at Salga that took us around 20 to 30 minutes. We also had a stopover at Kericho that took us around 7 minutes, and we also had another stopover at Nakuru that took us around 30 to 40 minutes. And there was a jam from Wayakiwe to town. From Wayaki, yeah, it's called Wayakiwe, yeah, to town. So you can imagine, if there was no jam and if we didn't have a stopover, it would be around 5 hours. 5 hours and a half, thereabout. But it was a good experience. So you don't need to have a whole lot to plan a vacation. You just need to have enough for your accommodation. For me, like for example, the room I went to, it was called the Deacons. Actually, it was very neat. It was very quiet. In case you are those people who don't like sleeping in a very noisy place, the Deacons was okay. And it was only 1,000 bob. That is around $10. 9, 10, $11 thereabouts. And I also got food, but anyway, in terms of food, it ranges from the lowest to the highest amount you want to use on food. On transport, in case you're using the Samba cabs, it was around 1,600. That is around $16 to $17. And the Green Line bus was around 1,500. That is around 15, 16, $17 thereabout. And the Easy Coach was around 1,700. So you can do your maths and do the calculations. And in case you have the money and you would like to use it well, you can also decide to book a flight. It will be much easier because it ranges from as cheap as 4,500 to around 10,000. That is around $45 to $46 to around $10, $11, $12 thereabout. So in case you wanna go with a flight, it's much easier because in less than 50 minutes you'll be in Kisumu from Nairobi. So you might as well choose your ride. And also there are, what do you call them, railways, but of course they are cheaper, but it will take you longer to get to Nairobi from Kisumu, or from Kisumu to Nairobi, because I was told they spend around 12 to 13 hours. So you can do your calculations and know which one you want to use, either the cabs for 6 hours or the matatus for around 8 to 10 hours, or the railway for 12 to 13 hours, or the flight that goes for less than 50 minutes actually. So you choose a struggle. Anyway, I'll end this vlog here. Thank you very much. I've talked too much, but yep, I want to end it and shower, take a sleep. I'm not cooking because I got this for supper at Bakerzin in Nairobi. It is Danish apple. So that's what I'm going to have for supper. And shower, then call it a night. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you've not already done so, kindly hit that subscribe button. Till next time. Bye. Mwah.